Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Why Run podcast live and up on panel. We got Just Right.
Boo.
when do you think it'll be end times of you saying boo that guy?
Oh, it's only gonna get worse.
What?
What?
Why do you talk so slow and sexy?
I don't. But what I
Huh?
said was, what I said was, it's only gonna get worse.
It's only gonna
There's
get
no
worse. How do
end
you figure that?
because people hate me, and it's
Why do you
fine.
think people hate you? Like be
No, I
honest.
know.
Huh?
I know people hate me. I don't think people hate me.
Okay, like you
I'm
want to
reading people.
explain that? Like how you know people hate you? Wait. Is it hate or is it dislike?
I think there's some people that hate me. I feel like,
So are you talking like exes?
yeah, that too.
Exes?
Yeah,
But you think people legit hate you? Like
yeah,
hate like family?
yes.
Maybe?
Family, I don't know. Dislike, yes, from family. But I'm just reading people, and I know that there's people on here that are like boo secretly, because of course I'm not gonna say anything. Is your mic
The
on?
yeah.
You sound a little far, but or further than me, so I don't know. But
You
I see it.
okay. If I were to guess why people hate you, I would say yeah, because yeah, you read them by saying things that are very blunt, like you're very upfront,
Mm-hmm.
and no matter how kind you sound, I think that's what really hurts them. Because I think it's how you say it to them, to a person. Like if you say like how you say it, like damn bro, that's fucked up, like it's almost like you're let down.
Oh,
If you were to say and if you were to say it like that, like you were let down, I think to them they would be like, oh shit, and then kind of like back down. But if you were to say it in a way like damn bro, that's fucked up, then I think that would hype them up and be like, oh, like like to kind of fire
yeah.
back at you. And I don't know, maybe they're mad at you because not they're okay, like narcissists, they're gonna look at it like they're not gonna see that they let you down, but their actions, like they see that they let you down, but they're feeling like, oh, I let myself down, fuck Rob.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Boo that guy.
it's like
Exactly. See, now you
whatever. Well,
understand.
I was asking you, like, what do you think?
Yeah. No, I know. I know what it is. It's fine. I don't mind it. That's why I say it.
Mm.
Like, yes, I agree. Boo that guy sometimes.
Yeah,
But
people.
sorry,
No, you're good.
I also think that it has a little bit to do with what you wrote on the description
Oh,
about when people sense that you're gonna change shit and they don't like it because people don't like change sometimes. People don't like to be called out like, hey, you're fucking up and it's your fault. Don't blame it on other people. And they know that that's something that I'm gonna do, so they don't like me
mm,
automatically. But
it's true. What?
what?
Did you make a face?
Yes. No, actually, so I was okay. I had one of them salty balls in my mouth, and this time I think I got one that had too much lemon, so it gave me that bitter face,
Mm-hmm.
and
I know
I
he's.
feel it. I feel it on my lip. That's what she said. But I feel it like I don't know. It just feels dry right here, so I
I know he's like making faces at me,
gotta.
like I'm like, what?
No, it's just I'm trying to get my lip wet. That's what she said. My bad, my bad.
Oh my god, whatever.
You're starting to like it, aren't you?
What?
That's what she said.
I'm getting used to it. It's
Yeah.
just funny.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said this morning, but I said it, and then she was like, she started laughing, and I thought it was weird because you don't laugh. You tell me, "Oh, stop," or you get mad at me.
You
And this
know
time you're
why?
laughing.
Because I think of like just I don't know how my mind came like this, but I have a very fucked up imagination where like when something's being said to me and I like an image just appears and I just visualize a wonky woman that
Mm.
doesn't
Mm-hmm.
when I say wonky woman.
I know one of
I'm
them.
sorry to all the wonky women out there if you know you're a wonky woman, but like, like a messy chick, and like when
Mm-hmm.
you say that, like I visualize a wonky woman, like just
Yeah, but sometimes you respond or you say like, "Oh, stop," and it sounds like you think that I'm saying that I've heard that from a woman before, and that's not even it. It's just like you can't pass on.
even if you
You
did, I'd
can't.
be like, what the fuck?
You cannot pass up a good. That's what she said.
And I'd
Moment.
be like, she keeps coming back.
Who is this bitch? Why does she keep coming back?
Like, man, you just keep embarrassing her, and she keep coming back.
She likes it. She really likes it.
Man, at this point, I don't think the bitch knows what she likes.
No, I know a couple of them too. That's what he said. Yeah.
It's just funny to me. I don't know. Like, I think I'm used to it now because usually when a guy says that, like from what I've seen, similar types of phrases that they're the same. They kind of like mean the same thing or heading in the same direction. When a man says it to a woman, like, yeah, it pisses us off because, like, first of all, you're talking about another chick, and like she be doing the most. And when men say it to us, and we're just we get jealous or we get mad or oh hell no, like.
Yeah.
But when you say it, like I'm taking it like, oh my god, you're such a boy, you're being disgusting or whatever. But like the more you're saying it to me, just like, who the fuck is this wonky bitch? Okay. I know that bitch ain't better than me, but as many times as you say, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Whatever.
I think. Have you ever watched the Office?
I've probably seen like 2 episodes, but not really.
Yeah, it's a little slow at the beginning, but the best parts are Michael Scott, and he's the one that says it.
Mm.
So yeah, it picks up.
He
It's
says it
funny.
a lot, or was it like one
The
episode?
thing is, I think the thing that makes it the funniest is that he says it when it's inappropriate at the worst possible time. Like his bosses are like reaming him out. That's what she said, and then he says it shit like that. So it's like you're first of all focus on what your boss is saying, but thank God he doesn't because he's funny as shit. Him and Dwight and Jim. So it's a funny show, but yeah, it's the fact that he says it at the wrong fucking time. Actually, it's the right time, but inappropriate. That's what makes it funny.
So you watched the whole show?
Yeah,
You watched
I've
every
watched
single
it.
episode?
Yeah, one
Oh
time,
wow.
and then I watched the ones that I liked. Um, there was a section where Michael Scott left, and it was kind of just like it was a little boring to me. Like they had I don't know if it was a musical or what the fuck, but they had this guy that liked music, so he would talk like in a musical, and I don't know, I just didn't like it, so I stopped watching it for a little bit. So there's a section in I think it's like I don't remember what season, but yeah, I stopped watching it for a little bit.
Mm.
I did watch it once through, and then the second time I watched it, I just kind of skipped through that, and I haven't seen it since because they took it off of the streaming service that I saw it on,
Mm.
and I don't know where it's at now. I don't remember where it's at, but yeah.
I just don't know what would go on in a office that would make every episode funny. Like, was there? Did it like jump to certain characters
Yeah, it's
or?
the
Oh, okay.
characters. It's like the whole office, and then there's like the quiet one, there's the weird one, there's the like another weird one, and then there's like the cute receptionist that the guy kind of wants, but she's taken. So it's like
Yeah. Okay.
that drama and
Yeah. Drama.
dynamic, and it's just
Okay.
it's just like that.
Okay.
Phyllis, Phyllis,
Phyllis.
she's funny.
Phyllis.
Yeah. Even Dwight, like Dwight is kind of annoying, but he's funny. Like he's a nerd, and he doesn't realize that he's a nerd. I don't think so. Yeah, it's
Like
pretty
someone
funny.
I know.
I am a nerd. My nerdness came out last night.
Yeah, yeah, it did. I was like, "Ooh, who's that behind me?"
I can't see. I'm like, don't look.
Shit. Yeah, when he talks about all these people, I don't know who he's talking about. I never seen The Office to like know what each character's names are. And I think I was just vaguely like watching it, like I was doing stuff, I had it
No,
in the background, and I'm just like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I change it.
no,
But I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it. But we need to finish that other one. Well, there's quite a few of them we need to finish.
yeah,
But yeah,
me
I kind
too.
of want to finish that one though right away. The very last one. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna say it until like we finish watching it. Because I feel
Because
like
we'll
people are
never
gonna
know.
try to jump on and be like, "Oh yeah, I've been watching this," when
Mm,
really they
yeah,
got the fucking idea from us, fucking biters. But
yeah,
yeah,
it
I'm sick
happens.
and tired of like doing the thinking for people, man. Like I and let me tell you, I feel it the most when I'm on Instagram, when I'm on IG. And even though I don't really post that much, especially like posts, like I'll post stories,
Stories. Yeah.
but like I guess that's where I feel it the most. And even when I stop posting stuff, I I feel the glare.
The,
Like I feel like people are glaring at me.
yeah,
So
I get it.
especially you. I don't know if I should even say it on the thing.
Well,
It starts with an H. You got.
I got what?
Oh my god.
I can't. Okay, you trying to tell?
Okay, like last time when you got.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know if you want to say
Yeah,
it,
yeah, 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 yeah. Fuck up. Fuck
but
red
that
women.
that's like proof that people. I mean, that's proof to me that people are watching
Oh
you.
yeah. See, this is a funny thing because I have two Instagrams, if, in case people didn't know or trying to pretend like they didn't know. I have a private one, and then I have the one that I just started up for the Twitter one and for the show one with the clips. So with the other one, of course, nobody can see it, but I don't post anything. So unless like you're someone that I still follow or I still have on my friends list, unless they're like sharing my stuff, which again I don't post anything, so there's nothing to share.
Mm,
But I think people think like, oh, he must be posting all day. But if I check out his story, like it's gonna show him that I saw it, so I'm not gonna see it. That type of shit. And
yeah,
with the other one, it's like I post reels and it doesn't show me unless they like it who viewed it, but it does show the views. So I'm like,
yeah.
I see you looking. It's fine, whatever. I don't care. It's not like I'm posting anything secret or anything. I don't have any secrets, so whatever. Are you okay?
What's that? Is that your headphones?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that's us
Oh, is
on the headphones.
it?
Okay, how in the fuck can you hear whispering from way the fuck over there, but you can't hear me when I'm right here?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know. That is a mystery.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything wrong with your ears. I think it's something
Oh, you
else.
know what? Remember when I was giving you a body massage last
Uh-huh.
night? And this is gonna sound funny, but
You
when I was
cover
like
your
going like
face.
this, and oh shit, it just did it right now. There's something rolling around in my ear because when I was rubbing on your back, and then you know how I was kind of going like on the side,
Hmm.
I went like this, and it was like ding,
You have a
and then
lost
and
or
then I went
loose
this
screw.
way, and then it went
Clink. Oh shit!
yeah,
So
and
you
then I
do
was
have a
like,
screw
I
loose in
was
here.
scared at that point, and then when I started to go back this way, and then I went real slow, and then ding, I
Oh
was like,
hell no!
oh shit, and it just did it right now. Oh, see, there it goes again.
I can't hear it, but of course.
I have
So
a,
it's a
I have
screw.
a, I have an acorn in my ear.
No,
He said a screw.
it's a screw loose.
Oh shit. So yeah.
That's weird.
You know what? If I ever got it taken out, I kind of want to keep it. Is that gross?
No,
You keep it?
I would keep it. But how
I
is that keeping you from hearing?
I don't know.
And if you hear it
Okay,
when you
that was my
go
neck.
on both sides, then why doesn't it affect your other
Maybe
ear?
a roll on this side.
And maybe if you go like this, it'll come out the back of your neck. Go like this. Throw your head back. Throw your head forward.
I was gonna tell you last night, but I was just like, I don't want to hear that right now because he's gonna be like peroxide.
Oh no, yeah, we
No,
should.
no, because if it gets soft, then I probably won't even hear it roll around, and then it'll probably get stuck to something like my brain.
My boy. It came from your brain.
Yeah, so there's like, I mean, I don't see why it would like keep me from hearing shit, maybe,
Well,
but yeah, I heard it in my right ear, and that's my good ear cheese.
that's why you heard it. Because it's good here. That's funny. You hear clinking in your ear.
Yeah, I need to go to a ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yes. There's a lot of things we need to do.
I want them to do what I like to watch on TikTok, where they stick a camera in your ear and then they
Mm-hmm.
go in with the tweezers. Oh my god, I'd be like, yo, can I pick my own ear? Because I love when they pull it out.
That's what she
Like,
said.
I'm done talking.
No.
You're killing
No.
it. That's what she said.
See?
Shut
See? It's
up.
contagious.
No.
You're gonna start saying it now.
Probably. And you'll get annoyed.
Nope.
And then you'll be like,
You know
I'm
what
gonna
does
stop
get
saying it.
annoying when people use it and they don't use it right? That gets annoying.
Like how?
Like they say it at the wrong time. Like they say it like, for instance, if I was to say I want a burrito, that's what she said. What the fuck? That's not even funny. For one, it's the wrong time. Why would she say she wants a burrito? I mean, she does want a burrito, but it's not funny. You're supposed to try and
Yeah.
say it when it's funny, or when like somebody says something inappropriate and it's like, oh, that's what she said. I don't know. It's just, can you?
I know.
No.
No, unless we turn off our mics.
Okay, turn it off real quick. Yeah. So we.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
It is.
No, I wouldn't. I would expect it from someone like that. It's just weird. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like, okay, let me give you a lesson at like when to say it when it's funny. We kind of did a whole show on it, but yeah,
Oh yeah, and what are we doing tonight?
I don't know. I know what's happening tonight, but I don't know what we're doing tonight. I don't. We haven't even talked if we're gonna go or not.
Do you even know that we're going?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what we're doing.
That we're going, I
No, I
said.
didn't know that we were going.
That's why you're staying.
Yes, but I didn't know if we were going.
Mm, you knew we were going.
Nope,
How come you don't know?
because we didn't talk about it.
Do we have to talk about it?
Yes.
No, because we were wondering about if we had to pay to get in, tickets and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, we didn't know. And then when I read that thing, it said free admission.
Mhm.
And then I was like, okay.
Okay. Still didn't say okay. That's cool. Now we can go.
I said it this morning. I was like, babe, free refreshments.
You said, "Are you ready?"
We'll be at the table.
Like I'm really gonna
We're
be.
gonna be at the snack bar.
Oh yeah.
That's where you'll find us. You won't find us at my exhibit. You'll find us at the snack bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you want to go or you don't want to go? Or is it
Yes.
like last minute?
Is it well? Is there what's it called? Dress code?
No, I
No
don't
dress
think
code.
so. No,
Cause I didn't bring any fancy
I
dress
don't
code
have
stuff.
anything
That's what I'm
anymore
saying. We
because
should
all
have
my
gone to
clothes got stolen.
a retail store.
I want to go to one of those quinceañera places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a princess dress.
You wanna you wanna
I
crash a
want to show
quinceañera?
I want to show up all dazzled out, all blinged out.
No, but that's only the quinceañera.
But I could still have a dress.
Yeah. Yes, you can. Ow,
What?
I got an itch on my back.
Oh, you want me to get it?
No, I got
Let
it.
me see.
I got it.
Let me see.
But you can use your nails on my back. It's fine.
I can't hear you.
I know. Oh yes, yes. Okay, okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank
Yes.
you. Okay.
Kitty has claws.
So you want to tell them or no?
About what?
Well, we're talking.
Oh. So tonight is the exhibition, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and the
How long are
snacks will
you?
be gone by 9:10, 9:15 maybe.
You mean 7:10?
Oh yeah, 7:10. Excuse me, 9:10. Yeah, we're gonna clear out the kitchen.
So what's the
Hmm.
plan? We're going to try and be there at 7 when they open, or we're just gonna.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about parking. I fucking love when he does that. Maybe yeah. I like to get there like kind of early, but it is Friday. It's an event and traffic and parking. So yeah. So I don't know.
For those of you who don't know what she's talking about,
Oh shit,
because
I
we're
wasn't
not on the
clear.
right channel, if you listen to Ari's art struggles, you would hear the struggle that we had like 2 weeks ago,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, we did.
a week ago I think it was. We turned it in. It's some art stuff that she did for a exhibition that she was entered into, and today is the opening day for that. So we're planning on going to check out her stuff, take pictures of the artist with her art, and we're not gonna check out other people's stuff because she's gonna want to buy everybody's shit.
No, I actually like. I enjoy going to museums. I just haven't gone in a
Should I
while.
take my little stool? No, they probably have chairs there, huh? Because
Probably not.
once artists start
No, just
talking,
take it. I'll carry it for you. Yeah, I'm just saying you might. See, once you once you have like a seat and then you sit down, they're gonna think you're part of the exhibit. Like,
live
what do you
art.
call this piece?
It's the cube, the black cube.
This is called the radical raccoon.
I'm a shape shift. I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
from raccoon to me to the black cube.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the plan. But it is in Phoenix, and like she said, it is Friday night. There is gonna be traffic, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna wear. All black, everything.
Well, you would fit in with the crowd because most artists and they all wear black, like they're gothic or something. So you'd fit right in.
Good, good.
What the heck? Uh, See, this is what I'm kind of waiting for.
More,
Should I read it?
yeah.
It says, "Hello, artists
Artists.
or artists."
No,
I say artists. I
I
don't know
know, but I
why.
think it's artists.
It says tonight is First Friday and the gallery opening for the show your work is in. Please see the flyer attached. We have food and drinks available for all who come to the event tonight. We would be very pleased to see you here tonight promoting your work and talking with any people who show up. I hope you all have a great day and event. Please let me know if you have any questions.
It sounded like you said Fish Friday. Fish Fry Friday.
Fish
I was like,
Friday,
oh
it is.
shit.
I
Mm-hmm.
think we should go to fish fry.
Show smelling like
Fish
fish.
fry.
Like there's something fishy going on around here, and it's us.
We stop on our path.
Like, hi. You smell like tartar sauce.
Hmm.
Oh, we missed it. It's 2:23.
Oh shit! I seen 221.
Well, so do we get
So
into the episode before I have to go?
I know already. In like 5 minutes, you gotta go. Okay. So if you guys read the title and the description, I wanted to quickly touch bases on um, clearing up toxic environments. And if you guys read the description, I said that I've been seeing or hearing a lot of like videos, blogs, articles, even like just people writing paragraphs in their IGs, little comments on Twitter, right? And they talk about toxicity in just, yeah, like in the workplace mainly. And I was thinking like, okay, well, it's not just in the workplace, like it's everywhere. And uh a couple of episodes during this week we did talk about like getting yourself out of like certain communities, and you want to be in communities where people are like proud of you, they're cheering you on, like they're backing you up, and things like that. Like it's a community that you want to be in, you want to belong and be involved in things like that, right? But when I say clearing up a toxic environment, I think we could all do that. We should be doing that once we see bullshit happening, right? Not necessarily like a fight or anything, because I know I've talked about that. I'm the type of person that if I see people fighting and it's like getting out of hand, like I am the type of person that will step in, and people are always like, well, you're a stupid ass for doing that, that's not even your fight. And it's just like, well, I don't want it to escalate to the point where somebody like really really gets hurt, especially when children are involved. But that's a whole different thing. But this, like helping clearing up toxic a toxic environment, how would you do that? Like if someone were to like not expect you to do something, but you just kind of like stepping up on your own, like how would you clear up a toxic environment?
Well, I've never gone into a place thinking I'm gonna clean this up or there's anything for me to do here, but it has happened. I have done it not just on that one platform, but I did it at this one job that I was working at. I just, like you said before, I find solutions to problems. So when I see that people are struggling with like the, for instance, I was working at this one gas station, and I don't know why it was so hard for them to get like the schematics of how to organize the coolers, right? There were Everybody was always bitching about, oh, I don't want to be stuck on coolers because it's horrible, it's bad or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck is so bad about it? This is the aisle for Mountain Dew, this is the aisle for water, whatever, right? Like I didn't see what the issue was, and nobody wanted to do it. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. So I cleaned up. I restocked everything like in the back, the storage, the shelves and all that stuff where all the stuff comes from. I cleaned up the cooler area, and then somebody just went in there, took pictures of it, and then they printed that out, and then everybody went and was doing, I guess, the sorting the way that I had set it up. And I was like, that wasn't even hard. Like legit, these people were like 5 years into this argument of like, I don't want to do this. There was two people that worked there longer than obviously me. They had been there for 5 years, and they didn't want to do that cooler because they were like, no, it's fucking horrible. It's confusing. And I'm like, what the hell? You just gotta sort it out and clean it up. Nobody wanted to do it, so they kept dealing with that issue.
Mm.
And I'm like, it's easy, man. Just do it. Get it done. And then ever since then, everybody was like, oh, okay, I'm on cooler this time, or I'm on the back, sorting out the back or whatever. It's just,
Them or you?
what I mean, them or me.
Like you
When I
cleaned
first,
it up, you
yeah,
straightened it out, and then now they're like, oh,
like, oh, okay,
I'll do it
yeah,
now.
because we used to alternate. Sometimes I would be a
Okay.
cashier and they would be stocking. But whenever it was their turn to stock, they didn't want to. They always kind of gave it to the new person. They were like, "Oh, you deal with that." But when I dealt with it, I was like, "Just fix it." Like, yeah, it's unorganized right now. You just gotta fix it. And then when it was fixed, then it was like, "Okay, I'll do coolers today." So that's just like the basic. But there's been other places where I've worked at that I see a problem and I'm like, "Why don't you guys just do this? Or why don't you guys, fix it this way?" And I think at first, of course, like I said, there was people, even in that one, there was people that were older than me, had been there longer than me, they had more seniority, and they were like, "Who the fuck are you to come in and tell us what to do?" But it's like you guys are arguing about some dumbass shit. You guys are fighting about something that's fixable. Like I see the fix already, and then yeah, once it was done, it was like, oh, okay, like thanks for fixing it. And like I said, it wasn't just that the cooler stuff, but um I think I don't know if I give out this energy of like I'm gonna get shit done. And I think, see, this is what I mean when I say like people just don't like that sometimes.
Mm.
Because then you have to make them face their um their flaws and why they haven't done it before, why they're not addressing the issue, why they're not taking care of themselves and shit like that. And people don't want that.
Mm.
Like I said, that lady, there was a lady that was like, who are you to come and tell us like you're the new guy? And I'm like, okay, but I'm the one that's dealing with this issue, so I'm gonna fix it. And I asked the manager, and she was like, yeah, do it. And I was like, all right, cool. And then everybody just kind of followed along with what I did. So it was like, I've done that before. I've dealt with that before. And I don't know if that's specifically what you meant when you wrote this, but I was gonna tell you yesterday just to get it out the way. Um, when we went to that one corner store, we had gone there before. Remember? No, like a week ago.
Mm.
And I dealt with the cashier. She kind of gave me a little bit of an attitude that day. So yesterday when I went in there and I saw that she was the cashier again, I was like, oh, here we go. But I went to check for the ice cream. They had no ice cream. Like their freezer got messed up or something. And I was like, yeah, Ari's not gonna believe me because what a coincidence, right?
He
So I
takes
took a
a
picture.
picture.
I did, and then she looked at me like, what the hell are you doing? Like as soon as I went in there, she was already giving me attitude, and she was walking behind me. Like she went to do something, and then we were both walking. I took a picture of the sign, and then when I got to the register, I asked her what I was gonna get, and then she was like, still giving me an attitude. But I noticed that when this one lady that was next to her, and she kind of looked like a manager, when the lady left, then this one was talking to me in a different way. So I figured the attitude wasn't. because it was me.
Mm.
I think the attitude that she was giving me was because she was irritated by this other person.
Right.
So it's the work environment
Yeah.
that she's all mad about.
Yeah.
And why not fix it? I know, okay, you can help who your manager is or whatever, and of course when they come around you tense up. But if you're doing the right things that you're supposed to be doing, then you shouldn't. There shouldn't be anything for them to write you out up about or get mad at you over. Or if they're just that type of person, then find another place to work. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna tell you about that yesterday. She carded me again.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she did. I was like,
Yeah, you
I
look
know
like you
damn well
just
you remember
got
me
out
from
of
last
high
week.
school.
No, yeah, you look tired now.
Yeah, a little bit.
You did
I
not
just
protect yourself.
know I should. Because tonight, if we're going to the event, I have to protect myself even then. But,
Yeah,
well,
me too.
that, like what you're talking about, it kind of does hit on it because that was her workplace. And you're also talking like modern, like when you were doing the same exact thing, and like you just kind of like you did kind of fix everyone's problem in a modern way. But what I'm trying to refer to is the spiritual part, and that is the like how people treat you. Like, I don't know. Okay, so I guess a scenario that I could give so that you all can better understand is that, okay, so like let's say you apply for a job, you get the job or whatever, and then you go to the job, and people are trying to teach you how to do your job, right? And like they're thinking that just because they're there longer, they know all the ropes, like they know all the the tips and the tricks and whatever, right? And you're just seeing how they perform certain things, and you're just kind of like, oh well, what about this or what about that, or like, oh, you're just gonna leave the mop out, like in the aisle or whatever, and they're just like, oh yeah, that's fine, you could just step over that or you could just throw that aside. So you're kind of seeing like how they work, but you haven't said anything yet, like you're just there. But the more that they see you do, let's say, a better job, right? Or not, maybe you didn't even get a chance to work, but you're kind of already giving off this energy to the people, like, oh, if I don't do my job, she's gonna report me. Or like, oh, if she were to take over this job, she's gonna do it a lot more better than me. Or it's or you're to the point where you're like, you know what, like I don't think putting the mop here is safe. Like you actually speaking out and saying something. Like, I don't think this mop I don't think it's safe for it to be here. I'm gonna go ahead and move it or whatever. And just like it's almost like your energy, your positive energy, your hard work energy, your common sense energy, your kindness, your education, whatever it is that just you are, it's not so much because you're in a place where you got to switch up your attitude and pretend to be something that you're not. Like you're more than just being a worker. And it's almost like you're giving off that energy, like you're there to clean up the toxic environment just by you being there. And that's what the person or the people, they're already being and feeling threatened by you. And you haven't even picked up the mop. And that's where I'm kind of like, well, that's just everywhere. Like whether, like, yeah, we talk about you don't want to be in a community, or even if you're in a place where you're just there for like a couple minutes, and you just being nice, to a person, giving them a compliment or helping them out or opening the door for them something, you're already kind of doing that if it is being witnessed by other people. So if your kindness is, like you're being kind to one person, yeah, you could change that person's whole day. But if your kindness to that person is being witnessed by a lot of people, then that's where I think you clearing up that environment starts within that parameter of people that witnessed it.
Yeah. And you think that that's a spiritual thing? Because you started off saying about it being spiritual.
Yes,
So just your energy of being in
of
a
just
place.
being in the place.
Yeah, I see that.
Because another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I know I mentioned this before, that I wasn't sure if I should have, if I should really get into this topic on what I do at Audie's W2, because it is work related. Um, that when you do go into like a workplace, because it's happened to me a lot, like I just show up and like it's either I make people uncomfortable, or I make them angry, or I make them scared of me. And at first it is always friendly. It is always like, oh hey, how are you, like it's all playful, fun and funny. But as you continue going on with your job, it things just change. And I don't know how closely they're watching me on how I do the job, because I try to put, when I'm doing a modern thing with modern people, I do try to put spirituality aside. And I'm like, okay, this is, I'm working to get a check, to pay my modern shit. I'm not even gonna worry about, uh, like helping people spiritually be a better person. Like I'm just in it with the people now. But I notice that people do change, and I'm not working with these people for weeks, right? Like because every time I get a job, I'll work like 3 days at the most and then I'll quit. So like when people's attitudes are changing by the end of the day on the first day. And I'm thinking like, oh well, they've been here a long time, they're probably over it. It's the end of the day. I'm making excuses for their behavior.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe they're this way because of that manager or this person. Like I try not to think that it's me, but like it's just certain things that go on behind the cash register, like just and you're in it with the people. And um you teach me how to do something once or twice, I know how to do it. Like I'm very attentive, like I'm very, like I pay attention to detail. So it's not like I'm bugging them to make them be like, she's so fucking annoying, I can't stand her, I'm gonna switch up on her, I can't stand her ass. But it's like, am I the toxic one in the place?
If you're not doing anything, how could it be you?
See, that's the question that I was asking myself. That's why it's like, okay, am I clearing up the toxic workplace, or am I making it worse? And I found that when I would go to a different department, and like I can hear everyone laughing and giggling and blah blah blah, but when I come back, everybody's like, oh shit. So I'm just like, yo, I'm not gonna tell on you guys if you guys are slacking off. I went in on the fun too. But like they were just, and it's like how are you getting along better with this new chick that started the same day that I did? See, that was like another thing. And I'm just like, yo, were you guys like friends before? Like, and they're just like, no. Because for me, I'm not afraid to ask. Like, oh, you guys sound like you guys knew each other for years. Like, no. So that's why I was like, okay, and the way that I did things, because I catch on quick, was like, yeah, I was very fucking fast on the computer and like scanning stuff and like taking those security things off of the security tags off of the clothes and making sure that the shoes match each other and just things like that. Checking the purses, making sure that no one's stealing shit. And I was quick, fast, and like I was talking to people at the same time and laughing with them. And it's like I knew that I was clearing up the toxic environment at my cash register. When I used to work at Burlington Coat Factory, that's where this is coming from. So when I was at my register and like other people, like it was just everybody would leave their line and go to my line. And every time I had an issue, like I just knew what to do because everybody's standing around like, oh, we don't know what to do. Me, I would get on the fucking intercom and call motherfucker at shoe department, like, get your ass up here now. Because like I just felt like maybe everyone thought that I was trying to take over, or like I was just trying to show off or whatever. But like I'm looking at this like this is a stupid reason for you guys not to talk to me. This is a stupid reason why you guys are like way over there watching me, just mad at me because I'm getting people through the line. Or and I watched how they would talk to their customers in the line, and it was just like, hi, how are the whole Courtney Kardashian talk that
Hmm.
you love so much,
No.
that they were just like, oh, that's nice. And like, and people are just standing there like,
Well, that's the difference between us and modern regular people. Is a modern person is not gonna trigger a modern person. They're just like going. They're aimlessly fucking going through their day. Nobody's really doing anything. What you and I do is, in your case, you make them. You make them. It's almost like you're cleaning them out by what? You're showing me the time.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I know
Uh,
you just seen it, but I just wanted,
I wanted to make sure
I'm trying
you
to be
saw it. Saw
helpful.
it.
uh,
Like we have, we're doing our purpose, and again, people don't like change. People don't want to.
right
They
there, you
don't want
said it.
to be what's it called? They don't want to take accountability for their flaws. So if somebody comes in and you're not doing it on purpose, you're not telling
It's
them
almost
like,
like I'm showing them what they should be doing.
right.
Okay, got you.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't go into that job and say, "Hey, why are you guys struggling?" Like, I see the fix. I was doing my job. It was I only interfered or intervened when people were arguing about not wanting to do it. It was my turn to be on the cash register, and they were like, "Oh, why don't you send the new guy to do the cooler? Like, he seems to like it." And I was like, "I don't have an issue with it, but why do you guys have an issue with it?" And then they told me like, "Oh, it's fucking complicated. It's everything's a mess back there." I'm like,
And you're
"Okay,
looking at it like it's a puzzle.
yes." And I'm like, "Okay, so give me a week, and I'll fix it." And then everybody can just do it without bitching. Like they used to get into arguments about like not wanting to do the cooler, and I thought it was
Was it
because,
like the entire cooler, or was it like a certain
well, they
area?
had a storage in the back where they would bring all the drinks to the cooler, and then you would sort out whatever needed to. But they had another shelf in the back too that was all messed up. Like, I don't
Was
know.
this before they had the walk-in coolers? Because remember, because I'm guessing that this was your time like years ago. Because
Yeah,
now they have where you can actually
walk-in
walk in
cooler.
the cooler. Yeah, at Circle K, they have you can walk in the cooler. Like the customer can walk into the cooler
Really?
and snag
Oh,
it.
to get the beer,
Yeah.
the alcohol? No,
Was that like before then?
no. This is like even right now. Like the ones in the front that have the doors. You just open and you grab something, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to slide the rest of the drinks
Yeah.
forward. That's it. But inside, it was all messed up. Like it wouldn't slide. The drinks would get
Oh,
stuck,
yeah.
and then the shelves, like
Walmart has that issue.
then the shelves in the back, because there's a storage section in the back, and then you bring it to the cooler, and then that's next, right? So whenever that aisle is empty, then you take from the shelf and you put it on the cooler. And then when they bring in new stuff, they put it in the back, and that's what people didn't want to do because it's like huge shelves of just merchandise from vendors,
Yeah.
and it wasn't sorted, it wasn't organized, there was nothing, like it was all just thrown everywhere. Nobody knew the inventory. When the manager had to do inventory, she didn't want to.
So you did all of
I
that.
did all of that in less than a week, and I was like, why hasn't anybody done this? But it wasn't, again, it wasn't like I just came in and said I'm gonna take over and I'm gonna do
Yeah.
this. It was
They
until
put your ass
people,
to it.
it was when people were arguing about it. I'm like, and again,
Um,
so that clears up the the tension in the work environment, because nobody wanted to go to work and, oh, I hope I don't get cashier, and I hope I don't get cooler today, or stocking, or whatever they call it, maintenance. And it's like, so you're dreading going to work, you're already putting yourself in that negative mindset.
like what
If
your
you do
wife does. Go on.
and then, but see, that's the thing. I think what you're saying is you're showing people how they're thinking, whether they admit it or they know it or not. So of course nobody's gonna want to deal with what's aggravating them. Nobody wants to deal with it. They just want to ignore it, like, oh, it's not here, it's not happening. When a spiritual person comes into the door, into the building, into whatever, into the space, everybody feels it. Whether it's here to make things better, or it's here to make you confront yourself. And I think that that's what you do. You make people confront themselves, and nobody wants to do that. So that's why they get irritated, and that's why they're just like, no, fuck that. I don't like her. But it's not that they don't like you; it's they don't like themselves. So of course they're gonna gravitate to someone that doesn't challenge them, that doesn't challenge them to face themselves, doesn't challenge them to change who they are or deal with their flaws and shit. So of course that's where they're gonna stay.
Hmm.
But it's our purpose. That's what we're supposed to do, and we're gonna do it regardless of what we think or want. It's that's just natural. Like I said, and I know you get mad at me, or you're like, oh, I don't understand why people people are so happy and so cheerful when you're around. I mean, it's still not. It can be a gift and a curse walking into a place and everybody's attracted to you, not like sexual or physical or whatever, but
They're
they
drawn to you.
they're drawn to you and they don't even know why. And that all that energy towards you when you walk in the door, and it's like, oh shit.
I want to do an experiment. When we go to the place tonight, I want to see, like, I'm gonna be like, watch, babe, stay here by the door. I'm gonna walk in there by all those crowded people, and they're gonna move the fuck away from me. And when I get out of that space, you get your ass over here and bring, because I'm gonna be like, okay, babe, stand by my artwork.
Bring
Get
everybody.
people looking at my stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, babe. Yeah, because I do it. That happens, and you've witnessed it a couple times.
Well, no, I was asking you when you and I were together physically, and we would go places, and I was seeing, like, I was
People
like,
didn't know if they wanted to come or leave.
but I was, they would stay or they would come closer to us. And I'm like, why are they here? Why aren't your powers working,
Because I
babe?
was just so much in love, and I just let all my anger down, and I suppressed it.
That's why I was
Yeah, that's why I was just
questioning.
like,
I was like,
"Hi."
am
I
I
was all
stronger?
lovey dovey, holding his hand,
Yeah.
stroking his muscles. Yeah, I didn't give a fuck who came or fucking left, but yeah, when I'm angry, like, yeah, like people seem to move away or leave. When you're all, taking over all of Burger King, people are just coming and sitting right next to us.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like, isn't it great?
And I'm like, hell no. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's our purpose, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. I don't like I said, I don't like it either. I don't like it. I don't like attracting people just as much as you don't like how people react to you. but I know it's my purpose, and I have to remind myself constantly,
I
this isn't
don't.
about
I
you.
feel like you should have a better attitude about it, and
That's
but
exactly how
no,
I
but for
feel.
me, it's
No,
like I'm supposed to be bringing people together, not fucking scaring them.
but you're not scaring them. You're making them face themselves, and that's the one thing that people can't do. See, you just realized it.
I did. I did.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
That's why I say it. You might look at it like, oh, you should be happy. It's a good thing, but it's not. It's not always. It's a good thing when, like, do you understand how frustrating it is that you know you have to work on someone, and you're trying to, and you're doing it with patience and love and all these little lovey-dovey shit, and
When
then
I do it, it's a release for me. But go ahead and finish what you're saying.
and you're doing the best that you can. You're doing what you know God wants you to do. But then at the end of it, it's like, yeah, they show you their potential. Yes, you're winning them over, and then all of a sudden they go out and they revert back to how they used to be, and it's like all my fucking energy, all my work was nothing. That's frustrating.
Well, it's within us. It's, we don't, yeah, we get tired, we get exhausted, but like we just have we naturally have the will to not give up, because that's the purpose that keeps fueling us. That's why I said for me it's a release. Like I'm going to take out my anger out on you, because not just because I'm angry at the world, but you're kind of pissing me off right now because you do have qualities that you're not using. So
Right.
I'm gonna fucking yell at you and tell you that you need to do what you're supposed to do.
Mm.
So for me, it's not like I'm really losing anything. It's just that I feel like I'm like, yeah, when you go and revert back to your old shitty ways, yeah, it's a disappointment, but I still haven't lost anything. Because lastly, before we go, I want to say that when I went to medicine men and women, growing up as a child, because I used to sprain my ankle a lot when I was a kid, a lot, and that would always mean that I have to go to the medicine man or woman and be worked on. When I started getting more into my mind, where I was getting anxiety as a kid for no fucking reason, and it was because I was getting neglected, left behind by my parents at home. But I always wondered why, like, I always wondered if the medicine men and women had friends. And remember how when I do deliveries, you hear me say all the time, "Oh, I'll see you again."
Mm-hmm.
So when I said that to the medicine man, when I said that to Emre, he's like, don't ever say that to me. And of course I got hurt because I meant it, like,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm trying to be friendly, or like tell him that I think of him, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that just means that it's almost like I'm taking back my sickness by saying that.
Yeah.
And so um and with that being said, hopefully that's clear enough for you guys to understand that every time I get done, and I have to say it this way, like I want to say discipline people or like teaching people, but it does come out like I'm yelling at them, or like angry at them, upset with them. But it's like that's where you have to decide if you're gonna listen to the tone of my voice or the message. But my whole thing is that, okay, I just yelled at them. They're probably butt hurt, and they better at least try to do the things that I suggested them to do. And if they don't come back, I should not look at it like, oh, I want them to come back. But it's like trying to think like, oh, they didn't come back because they changed for the right reason. But it's hard. It's hard to like, you can't even wonder about that, being a healer. Like you can't really, you could pray, for them, about them, up until they quit believing in you. But it's like You just wonder if your teaching or if your discipline made them right enough to not come back
Mm,
because you got them better. Because of course when people keep coming back to you, like they're sick. You know,
yeah.
like you go to the doctor when you're not feeling well. You know, you take medicine when you're not feeling good. So for
Mhm.
me, it's like, like, am I chasing people away on the white run? Do they come back for the continuing healing? Because mental illness is a thing. You continuously go to a therapist.
Yeah.
And this really isn't costing you anything, but just your attention and bravery. Really, you got to be brave to listen to the white run, I think, because you're getting two perspectives. One is, served to you in an understanding way, and then on the other side it's like, knock that shit off. Like, you are capable of this, like, get yourself up, dust yourself off. But see, that's coming from me, but you do that. You are the type of person, like, oh, if you fall down, you're just like, you get back up and you dust yourself off. But I do it in a way where I'm pulling your ass up and I'm slapping you silly. But to me, slapping you silly is dusting you off.
Right.
But it may seem like I'm hitting you,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like,
Right.
like you put a helmet on them and then you, like you hit them in the head. Like, oh, like you're protected. Good. You
Yeah.
have your helmet off. Don't take it off. But
We
see,
have two
that
different
sounds
ways
mean.
of working, but it's still the same thing. We're still trying to get the same result. We're still trying to better people, better ourselves. Yeah, I know. I gotta go. I have to run or walk fast, but I do neither one.
And when you walk fast, swing your arms.
I I slither down slothily,
Slatterly.
slothily. But yes, we are trying to accomplish the same thing. The same goal is to help people, not change people. You're not. It's not beneficial to me. It doesn't give me anything. I don't get shit out of this. I don't get anything out of people changing because again, I'm not charging anyone anything. Even the people that I have helped, because if you're listening to this and you're thinking, "What the fuck have you done?" I have helped people, and I don't charge anybody anything, and I don't expect them to continue being the people that I know that they can be or they should be. I understand that people are gonna fall again, and I just have to be there and be patient when they do. But yeah, that's my purpose, and I'm gonna continue doing it. And I gotta go because I gotta go pray. But
Thank you, babe, for joining me on panel.
thank you for having me.
Yes, babe.
Okay, babe. Love you. Bye,
Love
guys.
you.
Boo that guy.
Man, I got them. I got them. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch bases on that. Everybody talking about toxic environments in the workplace, and for me, it's not just in the workplace, like it's everywhere. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get into more different scenarios in the near future on the Y Run. Um, about different toxicities in different environments. So yeah, and I hope you guys will be ready for it because, man, if you're out there in the world every single day and you're dealing with like different people, and every situation, every person is different, and there's one that might just knock you right over the edge, like something, man, like is more tragic and exhausting than the last thing. And you just I just want you all to be mentally prepared and identify what the heck is happening, because sometimes we fall into situations and we just end up spiraling out of control because it's just unexpected. And that's why I bring up these things, because I do feel like it's important. So the thing that I want to say is that this whole week I've been feeling all of these things, you know. So when I feel people's confusion and things, it does come through to me spiritually. And I'm just like, yo, I need to talk about this. Like, you know, I feel like someone out there is like struggling either in the workplace or they're struggling in their community. And, you know, I mean, all of us are, but I just feel like someone out there is really hurt and really like, you know, they feel betrayed and all of these things, and in these communities, in these environments. And it is toxic, it is. They don't want to think that it's not, but it is. And for me, it's like, yo, I really need to talk about this because I feel like there's someone out there that's really going through it. And you know, it is everyone, you know, because I don't want to be like one of, and I talked about that before, that you know, there's gypsies out there that hang out at malls and shit, and they're preying on people, pulling them aside from the crowd and being like, oh, you're really struggling, you know, with this and that. You know what, bitch, we're all fucking going through it. Like, so you're not really telling me anything new when 100,000% of the world is going through the same exact thing that you're trying to tell me that you think is personal and that is hurting me. But no, you could pull anybody aside and they're all going through the same thing. Everybody, like if somebody's pulling you aside, like, oh, I feel like you're suffering from depression, everybody is. Oh, I feel like you're suffering with anxiety, everybody is. So you're not really telling me anything like specific, right? But for me, anyone that's in the Why Run podcast community, I'm feeling what's in the community, in the Why Run. And that part is coming to me. And I feel like, yo, like, you know, because Rob doesn't have a W 2. I kind of don't have a W 2. Yeah, I make money from doing deliveries and it is considered a W 2, but I'm not working, you know, like I'm not officially employed. I am a independent contractor. But I feel like these topics, because Rob and I are not in a W 2 job, we don't need to talk about these things, right? We don't have to talk about the toxic environment in the workplace. But maybe one of you that is listening or that has listened to the Why Run is going through this right now and is in dire need of just to talk about it, just to hear about it. You may not want to get answers, but they may need someone to like listen, understand, and feel what they're going through, and just to let them know that, hey, we understand what the hell you're going through, and this is what it is, and this is how you can get strong enough to go through it, deal with it. Or you know what, it's okay to leave it's okay to just, you know what, I need to find me a new line of work. I got to get me out of this environment, out of this community, because it is doing nothing for me but stressing me the fuck out, and I am not here for it anymore. We're here to let you know that you don't have to stay stuck in these shitty places that are toxic because it's hurting you. And I really do hope that everything that we have talked about, whether it be this episode, previous episodes, and episodes in the future, will help you out. It's okay. And that's all we got for you guys in this episode. So, yeah, we're going to go to the exhibit, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be recording video footage. And if you guys want to see the video footage that's exclusive to newsletter signups only, check the description, sign up for my newsletter, and you'll see a lot of cool fun stuff, right? So that is that. And then don't forget to check out Adi's Art Struggles podcast. And let me see if I can, oh my gosh, where is it? Yeah, it's not. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, you guys can search for me on Audible, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube podcasts. And yeah, I'm going to be uploading an episode probably tomorrow, so I hope you guys will check it out. And yeah, I'm going to be doing an episode at the exhibit. So I hope you guys will be excited with me just as much as it, man, like it just, oh, I just can't believe it. Like I'm so happy that my exhibit is going to be shown today, and I think it's going to stay up until mid October. But yeah, just check back for videos and a art struggles episode. Alrighty. And I love you guys. Thank you all so much. If you guys are listening to this on the live, and if you're listening to this on a playback, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And we will check you guys back here on Monday. Peace.